Hello. So I am doing my coffee talk. It's a little later in the day, and you guys know that I use different mugs, and today's mug is actually coming from a very good friend of mine. Hello, Amy. Marissa Cohen, and I just thought it was the cutest thing. It's an old book. What do you call those? Like when you borrowed them from the library, the book inserts. Anywho, she's an author and an editor, and I just thought this is the cutest flippin' thing. Anywho, hello and welcome to Coffee Talk with me. What does this mean? It just means that I get to channel and talk and go into stuff, and I've missed not just doing videos, but I've missed radio. Most of you know that I've done radio since 2010. I started my own show, The Movement Within Radio, and it ended up being picked up by CBS New Sky Radio, and then I floated in and met this very handsome man, and we ended up doing Infinite Spirit Radio, and we had to take a very long break, and I am happy to say, as I'm spilling my coffee on Coffee Talk with April, I am excited to say that Braxton and I are actually going to be coming back to radio, and until we can find a place to park our stuff, we're just gonna go live on the Infinite Radio page. Anywho, so just keep an eye out for the dates, the times, because we've both missed stuff, and I've missed this, so I kind of thought, why not? So it is Tuesday. We are rolling into December 2019. It is the last month of the year of authenticity. Most of you guys have been watching me, and over the last 2 years, 2018 was the year of transformation. Oh, I was going to do this earlier. Ta-da! Year of transformation, relax. And then the year of this year, 2019, year of authenticity, also relax, because it hasn't been easy, but it's been beautiful. It actually has been kind of clearing, kind of clarity. If you think about it, 2018 pushed many of us outside of our comfort zones, no kidding, which is the only true place to be in order to roll into who we authentically are. Think about that. Comfort zones we've created year after year after year. Some of them we were taught. Nonetheless, we were pushed outside of them in 2018. And then we roll right into the year of authenticity outside of our comfort zones. How are you guys doing? How has 2019, how has 2019 been? If you look at all the stuff that's been happening for each of us this year, these are things that actually have really pushed us to look at, are we being the most authentic for ourselves? Or are we not? I think the most beautiful part about this year is, don't get so stuck in what you're doing wrong as much as I want you to get stuck in the fact that you are aware. You're aware that you're doing stuff or you're not doing stuff. Huge. In fact, so authentic. You know how many people go, I didn't know I did it. I didn't know I did it. I didn't know I did it. And it doesn't seem to work. So this year, we know we did it. We know we've done it. We know that it's good. We know it didn't work out so well. We know what we want. We know what baggage needs to be lost. We know what feels better. We know what doesn't. So I think all of that is so important, because without awareness, we can't roll into 2020. So I have to say first, I want to thank Erica Carley, because this girl has also been with me. Today is a day of lots of interesting celebrations. I had a beautiful reading with someone that has been one of my very first readings. It's actually been, today was her first reading 9 years ago. And we just did a reading, and it was a really neat, actually beautiful reading, but it was really wow. But it's important now. That just threw me off because I go, wait a minute, so many people are coming up from back then. But I was looking, I was about to say, there's my Todd and Marsha and Chrissy and Steve and Kelly and Penny and Jasmine. I always say Anna. I always say it's my spiritual romper room. So yes, Erica Carly, thank you. Erica has been with me also from the very beginning. Actually, she was at Griffin's Loft when I started, thinking I know what I'm doing. And Erica offered her intuitive insight, and she goes, oh yeah, 2020 is the year of blessings. And I stopped and I go, oh my God. All I kept seeing from Spirit, especially in readings the last few months, was 2020. I see huge waves coming in, huge waves, like tsunami waves. And so first I'm like, oh my God, we need a ground. We need to make sure we're breathing. We need to make sure that when we are aware, how are we? What are we doing? Are we panicking? Are we crying? Are we flying off the handle? Are we breathing? Because if we're grounded when these waves come, we're gonna be fine, right? That's what I'm seeing. And then I'm looking in these waves clairvoyantly. There's not sharks. What I'm seeing in the waves are tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of nothing but presents, almost like lots of wrapped gifts. And then Erica says, yeah, it's the year of blessings. And I thought, oh, no kidding. Year of transformation, year of authenticity, awareness, and then we roll into 2020, year of blessings. So many of us have such a hard time getting what we feel we want, getting what we feel we need, having what we feel we deserve. It's been a struggle. Then we go through transformation, then we go through the year of authenticity. Now we're rolling into the year of blessings. Think of that. We had to be pushed outside of our comfort zones in order to be aware of what is most authentic for ourselves. And as we roll into or embrace and allow those things that are the most authentic for us, boom, waves of blessings. It's like a really great formula that makes sense. So as we roll out of 2019, and into 2020, are you doing what's the most authentic for you? And I'm not talking about save the world and stop eating meat. I mean, we'll get there when you're aligned with it, but I need you to get aligned first. So are you taking care of you? Are you being honest with yourself? Do you know one of the worst things I see a lot of people struggle with is keeping a secret? Can't ever share the secret, never gonna do it, almost accepted it to the point where they've closed themselves off, and that's how they live their lives, and then they wonder why their marriage is falling apart. So, yes, it's like, oh my God, could never let the cat out of the bag. And then I say, but that secret's gonna be the very thing that makes you sick down the road. Are you happy? No. So I'm not saying go out there and share all your secrets. What I am saying is you need to be honest. You need to do what is the most authentic for you. And if you are carrying around things and feelings and stuff from the past that feels gross and heavy and yucky, look at that, because we can't take that into next year. It's heavy. It's not fun lugging it around now. So what are some of those things? I think honesty is the most important thing because it's something most of us have an issue with everybody else. So the minute that somebody is not honest with us, we know it. Biggest issue, I have trust issues. This is what we say, right? It's repetitive. Oh, why? Well, let me show you my list of reasons. But the truth is, I love that. The truth is, honesty is everything. Honesty is forgiving. Honesty is liberating. In fact, the pain is often sometimes when we are looking at the very thing that will set us free, and we choose to do the opposite anyway. All of us are smart, brilliant, so why would we do that? Why would we look at the very things that would set us free and choose to do the opposite anyway? Well, when we begin to be really authentic with ourselves and honest, we'll see that we literally are so hell-bent on clinging to fear that we're willing to sacrifice our happiness to do it. So, it doesn't work, does it? It doesn't. So, this year of authenticity, yeah, we're in the last month. We're in the last, well, it's birthday eve in our household. Tomorrow, Braxton turns 21. No, he turns 51. And, so I'm just excited about that. But we are rolling into the 4th. And, you know, most of us are focused on Christmas and Hanukkah and who's coming, who's not talking to who's going to be there, who's not going to be there, am I going to celebrate, am I not? We're missing the most sacred part of 2019, the most sacred part of the year of authenticity. None of this is coincidental. If you think of the holidays, if you think of Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and, you know, any of those beautiful holidays, and you take the commercialism out of it, there are beautiful roots of love there. Beautiful roots of love. Silent nights. Peaceful nights. Lights everywhere. You know, winter, some of the darkest nights of the year, but yet during this time of year, it's also where we put lights out. So happy birthday early, Becky. So, you know, I would like for each of us as we go out of this year and into this new year of blessings, meaning those things you wanted, they're coming. Be careful what you ask for, you're gonna get it. You know, if you aren't able to enjoy where you're at now during this beautiful sacred end of the year of authenticity, how the hell are you going to enjoy the magnitude of the blessings that are coming your way? So, as you know, I like to share it as it is, and that is the truth. So it's important that we allow ourselves to receive and we learn to enjoy it. That's authentic. It's important that we listen to ourselves even when we're saying things internally that are scary or, hey, that doesn't feel right. That's awareness. Boom, that's where we can practice some of that sacred. That, you know, it's kind of like if you see a kid in the corner crying, what are you going to do? You're going to bring him comfort, or you're going to find out what's wrong. When we are inside crying, why don't we do the same thing? No, we expect everyone else to read our minds, leave the psychic jokes out of this. But, you know, when we are suffering ourselves and we are the only ones that know exactly why and where, we are also the most powerful ones that can go right in and bring comfort and love and some sense of direction to that inner child. And to me, that is one of the most beautiful, authentic things that we can do. So please keep that in mind. All right. I like to go quick. I like to go deep. Alrighty. So, I wanted to lighten the load a little bit. So we are talking about this last little bit of the year of authenticity. If you have missed the live coffee talk so far, just go back and rewind it and watch it when we're done. I would love if some of you could share this. I appreciate it. Actually, a lot of what I do, and people come to me from spirit, and so everything is word of mouth. And I really met families upon families of some of the most amazing individuals ever because of you. So thank you. All right, my special is over. I want to thank all of you for participating in that. They were buy one, get one free. I have not taken it off the website yet. That is my next thing on my list. So if you wanted to participate in the buy one, get one free, I'm about to go in and remove that. So just please keep that in mind. There were a few people that couldn't take advantage of it. If you need me to invoice you, send me your email and we'll do it. That way you don't miss out. Other than that, I must share something important with you. 2 books that have come across my desk, which I don't really have a desk. I have a lab, a pillow or 2. Anyway, so this new little gem from Kyle Gray. Some of you guys know Kyle Gray. I believe he is English. And he is just pretty amazing. He is UK's youngest, most sought-after angel experts. Plus, he's super cute. Look at him. So, anywho, he has his own set of cards. Marsha, you guys seen her on my videos over the years. Another beautiful soul that's been in my armpit for a while. Gifted me a set of his cards, and I think they're on my desk in my room. And he has a book out called Raise Your Vibrations, and I am reading it, but like you guys, right? I don't think I've gotten past the first... well, let's be honest, the very first thing called the Soul Note, and that goes before the acknowledgments and introduction, so I haven't really cracked it yet. There's my Marsha. So, it is pretty cool, and everything... Oh, look at this, I open it... Oh! I love this. This is divine, literally. It is. I open it too. Look, my spirit posse. I know I'm going to make everybody nauseous. 111, not kidding. And we're talking about receiving, right? 2020 year blessings. And I literally open it up to the page on receive, and it's vibe 33. I love that. So, I'm going to read it then, because that is completely kind of divine. All right, vibe 33, miraculous masters. The Ascended Masters are a congregation of enlightened souls. Jesus, Buddha, Kuan Yin, just a few of them. Divine beings and angels who are dedicated to the peace and nurturing of the planet. Not a bad group to connect with, right? So when I tell you guys, hey, pick new groups of people and energies to surround yourself with, this is some of them. He says, the amazing masters go beyond religion and transcend time. Jesus' message is not necessarily get on your knees, forgive, get water from a rock or wine from blood. No, the message is kind of simple and it's redundant. Love one another, chill out, be kind, love your planet. They are willing to help all who call on them. I like to call them the keepers of the light. That's actually, I believe, the name of the card deck. The reason I am mentioning the masters at this time, so let's take a moment. Let's just take a quick breath. And exhale. Why? It's divine. Literally opened it up to page 111. The reason this is coming up at this time is because 33 is a number, and I've been seeing 333, 444, 555. Normally it's 1111, but so many people lately have been seeing that 555, 333. So the number is closely associated with one of the greatest ascended masters of our time, Jesus. I gotta tell you guys, look, born and raised Catholic, non-practicing, most of you know why. Learned wonderful things, but the Jesus I have experienced after I started doing this work is a completely different experience that I had growing up in the faith I was raised in. In fact, when I started doing this, he started showing up in my meditations and told me I'd be doing this, and I told him he was going to get me killed. And what, right? Most of you know, gay. I meet the most gorgeous butch woman of the world. That now God has me back in the closet, the most handsome man ever. But seriously, I told Jesus, you're going to get me stoned. So, look what I do now. So, there's this beautiful wave of light workers everywhere. This wave of awareness that's happening. How many of you are, waking up in your own lives? This is part of all of this. It is believed that he lived to the tender age of 33. And when this number comes up constantly in your life, the keepers of the light are offering their assistance to you. Receive. If we can't receive help, if we can't receive the very things we need now, how are we going to receive the things we are wanting that are coming up? There are many masters that you can call upon, and you will connect with many of them as you progress through this book. I think I got mine on Amazon. It's kind of pretty. I like bling. But you can call upon them, just like with angels. People go, how do I do it? You literally say, yo, Jesus. Hey, Jesus. Hey, Kuan Yin. You know, yes, you could, a lot of people go very respectful in the name of the Father. No, you know, there are times where I say, I call on Jesus. I call on St. Jude, sometimes in Jesus' name. I mean, I will use what I need to use. Most of the great sages or teachers who once walked this earth, like you and I, I'm going to say this again, like you and I, you, great individual that walks this earth, yes. Joan of Arc, Paramahansa, Yogananda, let's say that together, Paramahansa Yogananda, I know that part. Master Buddha and Kuan Yin, to name but a few. They went on deep spiritual journeys. Yes, you guys have seen the pictures of Buddha meditating for days and 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 days. And most of us can't even breathe when we tinkle on the toilet. So, you know, these are individuals that did what we have a hard time even just trying to comprehend, and they did it on a magnitude because they were supposed to. They went on deep spiritual journeys, and when their bodies died, they chose to continue their mission from the other side. I'm not losing my mind. Seriously. Each of us have had experiences of great strength and clarity and warmth and love and healing and forgiveness. So it is important, you know, these beings are there for the calling, and they're willing to work with us now. That is our divine rights. And again, keep in mind, 2019, year of authenticity, right? And again, you guys are tuning in. We're talking about the new book from Kyle Gray, and I happen to open it to page 111, haha, and it's vibe 33. And so we're just reading, it's also the theme of receive. Nothing coincidental in my life, I swear. I do swear, nothing is ever coincidental. Alrighty, there is a great chance that you are already drawn to a saint, a teacher, a master, or a spiritual guide in heaven. You are encouraged to know that they are with you now, helping you walk this path. So what a really cool message is. I'm just simply trying to introduce the book during Coffee Talk with April. But, you know, we all hear about our spirit guides, and then there's the loved ones and angels, but so many of us don't dive in to the amazingly strong, beautiful gift that is our faith. And, you know, to walk that faith and practice that faith knowing there are beings present. I mean, you guys, some of you have had readings with me. Sometimes I'll sit there and go, oh my God, I can't pull some of that stuff out of my butt if I tried. That's why it is through us. It is not from us. It is of us. We hold space. But spirit is, because spirit is, it is. Life is. Love is the only truth. And you are nothing but love. And the more you step back and allow, write that down, allow, underline, the more we allow ourselves to soften, to learn, to stay wide-eyed like a child, to be kind when we're not supposed to, when we allow ourselves to hurt, and then allow ourselves to heal and receive that help. Do you know we are creating space for more to receive? It's pretty powerful. It's pretty cool. Anywho, so I wanted to introduce that book to you guys. There's Virgin and Nicole Synchronicity. I love it. Honestly, there's never a coincidence. Nothing ever happens by accident. If you look back at our life, right? Look at the very things you were sure were going to kill you. It's like that meme, but did you die? No, we're still here. And you look back and you kind of look at the very crazy divine ways we crawled out of some of the shit, right? Not accidental, which means you're taken care of now, which means you're gonna be okay, which means chill out. Relax. take a breath. I've been big this year with share a breath with me. Come on, share a breath. I don't want to connect with you on the other side. Let's connect while we're in body. Let's take a breath. Breathe that in. Let that go. Do you know how powerful you are to just have awareness of that breath? I love when I pop up to number 14. We're doing breath work and 14 goes back to 13. They're like, hell no with this breath crap. The more you allow yourself to soften and accept the love that is the only truth. It's very true. I mean, it sounds so big. But really, we are not here to constantly find what's broken. We are not here to constantly fix what's wrong. We are here to allow ourselves to get closer to love, period. And Marianne Williamson says it best. We are going to have to learn how to tear down our own walls that we've created against love. That's our work. All right, so instead of getting so serious, I'm going to lighten the mood just a little bit. Sip of coffee. It is late afternoon. Most of us have already had lunch. Some of us can't have coffee now. It'll keep us up all night. The last book I'm going to share with you, I just found it in the garage, and I just have to fangirl a little bit because it's my old New Kids on the Block, the whole story by their friends. So I'm just kidding. You guys know I am a big 12-year-old at heart. My name was going to be April Knight. Jordan and I actually had a thing. He just never knew about it. But I do think it is not coincidental that I have found this at this point in time. Why? Because I've been doing a lot of inner child work on myself. And it's kind of fun. I think so many of us put it off. I went through a lot of stuff when I was little, and I sometimes didn't have the chance to be the little girl that I would have liked to have been at different times. And it's not guilt for my parents, because God knows we're parents now too, right? And we mess things up. So parents can only give us what they had to give, and I think my parents were trying to save their asses with their own lives, and I didn't get a chance to always have glitter. And and so at 42, I set up a whole makeup area in my room, and I have my jewelry up in a way I want it, and I'm ordering beautiful pictures and stuff for the walls, and I bought myself a pair of pink combat boots. I would never wear pink combat boots. It's fun. It feels good to let yourself be that inner child. It feels good to kind of bling up and express yourself in really creative, fun ways, just like our inner children did. And a lot of us tried, but we were in situations or environments that were not safe, and so we didn't. And then now we're struggling to be happy when our little kids just want to go out and play. So I found this because this was a really beautiful part of my childhood, and I wanted to share it with some of you guys. It literally was in my garage, and I'm like, where have you been? But Braxton loved the Osmonds. I mean, he was going to marry Donnie, so it's kind of cute. But, so for those of you who loved the New Kids on the Block, go back to your past. Go back to those happy memories. It's Christmas time. Whether you celebrate Christmas or not, it is the innocence of the child right now. It's that idea of Santa. It's the magic of the season. Let it be magical, at least for you, because then you can be magical for everybody else. All right, guys, I'm going to stop getting all weird and mushy, and I just think today's a great day. It's December 3rd. Tomorrow's Braxton's birthday. Super excited. And Becky's. Happy birthday, early Becky. Hi, Betsy. Becky and Betsy and Jessica. But I want you all I want to thank you for being a part of my coffee talk today. And I'm going to go eat. I haven't eaten today. Self-care, right? You wake up. I did go outside and I stretched in the air under the sun. I did some little yoga things, minuscule, stretch here, stretch there, but I did it. So, it's not about the total as much as it is the progress, right? I mean, don't lose sight of what's important. Progress. progress slowly. It's a process. It's not perfection. I don't think we're here to be perfect. So if you're feeling the pressure to be perfect, we're allowing others to put it on us, and they're normally doing it because they're falling apart and there's control issues and their own stuff. B, we're also putting it on ourselves. So take the perfection off. Allow yourself to progress and have fun. Enjoy yourself this season. Maybe I'll do coffee talk once a week. If you guys want me to go into different themes or whatever, if there's a better day or time, let me know. Keep an eye out for Braxton and I, because we're going to get back to interacting with you guys. It was fun. We miss it. And he's feeling a lot better. He's looking really good. All right, guys. Have a great, 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 great day. Breathe. Breathe. I don't want you to have to pass one day and then have to come back just so you could learn the lesson of breathing, you know? You're here now. Let's do it. All right, you guys have a great day. Nikki, I love you. Yes, on the toilet, people are like, ew. Look, if you're sitting on your throne and no one sees you... Sorry, Kat. Kat just called me from hotel. I'll call you right back. Do you sit and look at the walls? No, we normally play on our phone. Again, that's a choice. So take those few seconds and do 3 slow, deep breaths. Breathe in. Hold it in your solar plexus. That's your control center. And let it out. Exhale. And then stop. Normally, this is where the ego likes to step in and go, come on, we don't have all day. Do that second breath. Breathe in. Hold it. Let your body absorb that oxygen. And then exhale. Let it go. How do we heal? We breathe. How do we let go? We breathe. No, really, how do we let go? We breathe. And then you do it for a third breath. Breathe in. Hold that breath. Hold it. You are alive. You are alive. Open that mouth and exhale. Biggest gift of all, numero uno, and you're slamming it. So chin up, buttercup. I will talk to you guys later. Keep an eye out again on the website. I'm about to go take the special down if you guys haven't participated yet. I'm about to go move that. So it's still up for a few more minutes. I love you guys so very, 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 very much. I think you're magical. Very, 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 very much. All right, gonna go. Bye-bye.